Hello everybody. Well, this is the video that I was referring to in the other one. Now I know that one got posted, well, a day later than what I wanted it to. I had a little problems with the editing software, so I had to do it through the YouTube and had to put each clip in individual so I could yeah so I could put them all together. Now this is the speech that Teddy Roosevelt gave to the Knights of Columbus in New York City on October 12th, 1915. Now, of course, like I said, I'm going to not change any words, but add just a little bit to it. Not, like I said, not much. It is titled, just in case you guys want to read the original text. Teddy Roosevelt, no room in this country for hyphenated Americans. There is no room in this country for hyphenated Americanism. When I refer to hyphenated Americans, I do not refer to naturalized Americans. Some of the very best Americans I have ever known were nationalized Americans. Americans born aboard. But a hyphenated American is not an American at all. This is just as true of the man who puts native before the hyphen of the man who puts German or Irish or English or French or African before the hyphen. Americanism is a matter of the spirit and of the soul. Our allegiance must be purely to the United States. We must unsparingly condemn any man who holds any other allegiance. But if he is heartedly and singly loyal to this republic, then no matter where he was born, he is just as good as an American as anyone else. The one absolutely certain way of bringing this nation to ruin, of preventing all possibilities of its continuing to be a nation at all, would be to permit it to become a tangle of squabbling nationalities. In this intricate knot of German Americans, Irish Americans, English Americans, French Americans, Scandinavian Americans, Italian Americans, and or African Americans, each preserving its separate nationality, each at heart feeling more sympathy with its European or African nationality than with other citizens of the American Republic. The men who do not become Americans and nothing else are hyphenated Americans. There ought to be no room for them in this country. The man who calls himself an American citizen and who as yet shows by his actions that he is primarily the citizen of a foreign land, plays a thoroughly mischievous part in the life of the Body Republic. He has no place here, and the sooner he returns to the land which he feels his real heart alliance, the better it would be for every good American. Wow. Like I said, that this speech does speak of what's going on today. It is something that it's amazing, something that's said almost 100 years ago can be so profound today. Now, I know that there's been a lot of other people who have said stuff about this, but I found that this speech or this address was straight to the point. That we are Americans, plain and simple. Doesn't matter where you come from. And it should not matter where you come from. For this nation is a hodgepodge, a melting pot of all nationalities. And once you are part of this nation, then it has to be wholeheartedly part of this nation. Because even in the naturalized citizens, when they go, I gotta move my hand here, when they take the oath of allegiance, they forsake all ties to their home country. That is what they have to do. But yet, we allow people to be subcategorized as Asian Americans, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, white Americans, black Americans, Native Americans. To where it should just be Americans. And until we do that, there is always going to be racism. All the time. Until we get to the point that says we are Americans. Once we get back to that, saying that we are Americans. I don't know when we started using the hyphenated American stuff, but we see how and what it has done. But yet we still use it. And people are saying, well, we have to stop racism until you stop using the hyphenated American, then racism will run prevalent in this country. Wow. A lot of things to think about. Well, now that I depressed you some, I gave you a lot of food to, I gave you a lot of stuff to mull over in your head. So I will bid you adieu. It's Lurch saying peace. I'm out of here until tomorrow. May the good Lord bless you, keep you always. And remember, you're not Irish American. You're not English American. You're not French American. You're not African American. You're not Jewish Americans. You're Americans.